what to look for in March.
It's competition.
It's competition.
And that's all the nerves is going to get
Not smart astrological weather, no.
Right?
Yeah.
Guess the topic of today. No, not masturbation and women in
the
home.
buffer of being
Menstruation and women in home.
Yeah.
Gymnastics competitions. Like
I've actually put the
as a
topic.
parent, you want to puke your guts out. That's how.
You probably have welcome.
But then this competition. Yeah, but this competition.
I've actually put the topic on.
Okay, so
can you guys see the topic?
So we came to this last year. We're like, all we were missing is a glass of beer. That's how chilled it was. We hang out, people are chatting, everyone's clapping for everyone.
I've been giving you, I gave you the names of the 12 houses, the African. We are transitioning slowly.
You can tell some parents.
So today, I want to give you the original name according to Africa. Did Africans call the planet Saturn, Venus, Kiangogiri? No. And so today I'm here to give you the names, and when you hear the African names for this particular planet, they are separate planets. So after I've given you the African names for the planet, guys, I want you to change slowly. You know, the same way we're changing with the 12 houses, we change slowly. And before I even start giving you the names for the 12 houses for the planet, the African names for the planet, guys, I want you to also know that the names of the 12 houses that I gave you are Nilotic. Remember, there are Nilotic souls and there are Bantu souls. All Niloids to come from Bantu. But then Bantus do not come from Niloids, okay? So Bantus have their own 12 houses name. Why am I bringing this into the picture? But we have to start knowing the roots where we were dug out from. A lot of Africans grew up hating themselves. A lot of Africans grew up hating home. A lot of Africans in Europe don't want people to know that they are from Africa. But that did not start, it is not a small issue that is just superficial like that. The issue starts from the very cradle. And it starts with the Bantus shame of being told that apes come from Bantu. So as we are going to delve into this topic of Bantus are the first people and they existed as apes. Bantus are closer to apes than Nilotics are. So Bantus were the mothers of apes. And then it was the Bantus that came to the equator. And it was at the equator where Nilotics was born, the bipedal human being. So the bipedal human being comes from the Bantu. And when you trace back to the first mother, you realize that the first mother was very short, had very short legs, the Bantus were not bipedal human beings. It is the Nilotes that formed the first bipedal human beings. And that is a whole topic that we're going to talk about. And as I mentioned, it is going to meet a lot of resistance, which is okay. Because even as we talk about it with the people I talk to, people meet this with a lot of resistance. Bantus don't want to be associated with the apes. They don't want anybody to know that they come from Bibe, thoughts, baboons. They don't want anybody to associate them with that, and so they're going to feel mostly offended. Even as I tell you this, your spirit is going to feel that way. But that's where we come from. That's home.
I love
the baboons are home, the apes are home, the monkeys are home, and so even right now there are a lot of Bantus who are still in touch with that, with the communication styles of the apes. They are still in touch. They are more close to the apes than the Nilotics are. When you talk about the 12 houses, the way the Bantus called the 12 houses is not the same way the Nilotics came to call the 12 houses. The Nilotics are an expanded version of the Bantus, just like the Europeans are a proto-Nilotic group. So yeah, it has always brought Rafiki. It has always got a lot of Bantus don't like it. They don't like it, but that is what happened. The Bantus, they evolved from the apes, and then it is the apes that birthed the bipedal human being. So that is where our history comes from. So just start having a conversation with that when you are a Bantu individual, because I don't want to offend anybody. But at the end of the day, even the truth has to be said, even if it is offensive.
Like-minded people.
Now, the main topic of discussion today is the preparation of March.
for your job.
And I was saying that because I was telling you the same way I introduced you to the African names, the Nilotic names for the 12 houses, is the same way today I want to introduce you to the Nilotic names for the planets. But then before I introduce you to the Nilotic name for the planets, let me start by telling you what do you expect in March.
How they've shrunk a little bit, like they'll go
What are you going to expect in March? And before I start what to expect in March,
and she's like,
February has been crazy. February has been so crazy, so much that I even forgot to follow my own routine. I said we will always start with anthems. That one was cut off because we are not allowed to play music here. I said people will be mentioning their countries cut off because I'm guessing February just had a lot going on. The recap, also I said I would be doing recap, I did not do it. So these are some of the things I'm noticing I did not do, but from March I hope that I'll be able to follow this particular routine.
and you guys are way too
Now announcements, we have a debate club that is coming up, guys.
10:30.
I want to start giving voices to the people who are watching me. And when I give you a voice, no coming without your face.
Closer to 3.
So most of the time, we're going to be getting into debate forums with you guys. And that particular arrangement is already underway.
Closer to 2.
So probably the beginning of the new year, we're going to be starting our debate club as well. Because I want you to come and talk, come and interact with the collective consciousness. This is collective consciousness. Come and interact with collective consciousness and see where we go from there. Come as you are, but I want to encourage face. I'm encouraging authenticity. So I want your face to also come here and be seen as you give your points. So that is going to be kicking off from next month. Give me a minute to put my charger on. Yeah, we're going to be having debates, facts over feelings as usual, but we will also cater to feelings for the people who are feeling too much. But when it comes to debates, I'm always encouraging. We did debates in high school, in primary school. It's always just fun, teamwork and everything like that. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we will see how it goes. It might grow into something that we really love, and something that is really helpful to people. So we're going to be doing that. And one thing about the debates is I will really be encouraging people, debates will be public. So I want to step into the role of really encouraging people. During debates, I don't want anybody to send me any roses or whatever. You send it to the people who will be doing the debates. You support the people who will be doing the debate. If you have any monetary support, like the people who always send me monetary support here, you support the side. You will never want anyone to send me anything during the time of the debate. If you are here to support, just be supportive of the team that you will be liking. Be supportive of the people who will be talking points that you will be liking. So let's prepare for that. I'm really ready for it so that we move on from there. Another announcement that I have is, I'm on OnlyFans. I will always thank the people who are with me on OnlyFans. Thank you so much because I know most of them are here as well. Some of them are not here, but most of them are here. Thank you very much for being part of that. I appreciate it. Another thing is I want to also thank my subscribers. Always, I love the fact that you all are supportive of me, and I hope that you get the same amount of support from me towards you. When I started creating content, people were always telling me, hey, I can't believe I'm getting this for free. I can't believe I'm getting this for free. And probably those days I was misusing my ancestral gifts. And since I started not misusing my ancestral gifts, I think my ancestors also have opened me up to more and more ways to bring support, which is my voice, to this particular platform. Another thing is, kindly as we teach the class, if you've not followed the host, if you're watching for the first time, because I know that people who are watching for the first time, join our team and let's continue learning together, because that's all we do here. Empowering authenticity, and then authenticity is empowered by support. As you support yourself as well. Now the topics we are doing today is what to expect from March and the names of the planets according to ancient Africa. Up to that point,
She sent it last night though.
Yeah.
Last night late, right?
Up to that point, are we together? Yeah. And also just, as I told you guys last year, that I wanted to work with you guys. So also, when you look at my profile picture, I've changed it to midwives of spirit. Mos. If you're Luo, you know what Mos means. And Mos is like literally the theme of manifestation. So inside this midwife of spirit, I'm working with actually you guys. I'm working with students from here.
You do?
That are helping me to help other women.
Not you,
So
sorry.
we are going to expand the team as we go. Now the team is small, but we're going to be expanding the team as we go. And inside that particular group, we are really doing an amazing job. Also, I just want to let you guys know, I'm not going to get people. The midwives of Sweden, all of them will come out of this particular group, out of these particular people. And last year, I conducted interviews for some of you. Some did not admit their interviews. So I hope this year, like towards the end of this year, I hope you'll be able to administer your own,
it's like a one-time,
interview, or should I call it interview or whatever. But I'm going to, for those who are interested, I'll tell you more about it towards the end of the year. Because every year I'll be taking people, and every year we will be expanding as we go. It's not really CV though, it is an interview of some sort, because before you join us, I have to scrutinize spiritually. So some people did not manage to send theirs. The person who managed to send, we are working together. The person who managed to qualify, we are working together, and we are going to be expanding ourselves as we go. This midwives of Swiri is all about helping women manifest. And as I told you, I come from the bloodline of midwives. So I'm working on midwifery, and even me working like this, talking to you guys like this, it's teaching, yes, but at the very bottom of it, it is midwife work, spiritual midwifery. I'm helping people manifest their dreams, manifest their lives, and align with themselves. So that's what we are doing, even with the women that I'm working with. And the number one qualification before you register, you have to think you're beautiful. That is the main, that gives 99%.
Really?
Do you think you're beautiful? I don't have to think you're beautiful. Do you think you're beautiful? And it will show in your work. It will show when we are together, because the midwives of Sweden are women, first of all, who think they are beautiful. So if you ever want to work with me, I'm doing another intake towards the end of this year, and I'll make sure I inform you guys. There's already somebody I'm eyeing who really gave me some very beautiful work, and I would love her to be part of our team. But I'll communicate towards the end of this year. Yeah, no room for doubt, because the moment you don't think you're beautiful, you're going to be intimidated by us. And me, I don't have room for jealousy, I don't have room for comparison, I don't have room for envy. You have to come chosen. You have to choose yourself as a beautiful, authentic being, so much that when you stand around women who are extremely beautiful, then you are not shaking and fidgeting, and feeling like you don't belong. So that is usually the most important thing when it comes to joining my group, because beauty is connected to vagina, and it is vagina that creates. So thank you very much. I just wanted to get that off of my chest. That's me. Thank you for being here. So, what to expect from March? 1st of March. Now, before I start what to expect from March, in the month of March, I know a lot of you are always asking me, hey, I know you're always asking outside there, but there's a lot of placement. There's a lot of placement. In one day alone, there's a lot of placement. In one day alone, you can find that Mars is in Aries. You can find that Venus is retrograde. You can find that Mercury is entering whatever. There's a lot of placements. So me personally, as Suriarkano, I go through the placements, and then I handpick the placements that I think are important, according to the way I comprehend women, and according to the way I comprehend the feminine walk. When it comes to a lot of placements, men need a lot of placements more than women. Women, just 4 placements in a month, it's okay to help you navigate the entire month. But then if I was to work with majority men, then I would dedicate myself to giving you all the 24-hour placements every day. But we are not working with men here, and working with men is cumbersome. Men are dumber when it comes to spiritual work. I'm sorry, you from Nyakata, I know you're among us here. I know John Kimani, you're among us here. But I'll just tell you the truth. The same way you guys are very masculine and you have muscle. When a woman cannot compete with you in muscle, it's the same way men cannot compete with women when it comes to spirituality. So when you want to train a woman to gain muscles, you have to do a lot of work. The same way when you want to train a man to gain spiritual muscles, you have to do a lot of work. So when I say stuff like that, just don't take offense. Just take the truth. Women are more spiritually inclined than men, so they don't need a lot of work on spirituality.
Yeah.
So in the month of March, in the very first of March, the first day of March, it is going to be a Saturday. Venus is retrograde in Aries and Pisces. Now retrograde, I know in my vagina.
You know what? Yes, and maybe so. You know what? The first 2 days was great. And then I'm like, oh my God, you guys are driving me nuts.
There's no problem. Let's continue. Now, what to expect from March? In the very first of March, Venus is retrograde in Aries and Pisces. Venus is retrograde in Aries and Pisces. What is a retrograde? A retrograde is examination period. When you hear Venus is retrograde, before we even make the sign, when you hear Venus is retrograde, know that self-love is coming to ask questions. So never fear retrograde period. A lot of people fear retrograde period because people fear examination. But the people who are spiritually aware, I want you to know, imagine if you are in school, reading all the time, and there's no exam. What's the use? What's the use? There's no use. So when you hear that there's a retrograde coming, they know that that is an exam that is coming. And on the very first of April, of March, Venus is retrograde in Pisces and Aries. Pisces and Aries are connected. That's Aset and Heru. Self-authenticity and self-belief. So retrograde is symbolic of examination period. On Saturday, 1st of March, the collective will be answering the question, how authentic is your self-love at an individual level? That's what you're going to be answering. How authentic is your self-love at an individual level? And then you will be also be answering, what is the relationship between your self-love and your self-belief? What is the relationship between your self-love and your self-belief? Do you love how you believe in yourself, or you're faking it? So watch out for that particular energy. If you're somebody who has been studying, you're going to pass with flying colors. It is actually going, imagine when exam comes, students who study are happy because they know they're going to score 190%. It is the ones that don't study that they're not even aware examination is coming. The ones who do not study are not even aware that the exam is coming. So it's going to come and hit them like thunder, unaware. So you stay aware and know that on the 1st of March, Venus is coming to retrograde in Aries and Pisces. Now on the 8th of March, Mercury is at the greatest eastern elongation away from the sun.
I mean, at what point? In the summer?
On the 8th of March, Mercury is at the greatest eastern elongation away from the sun. Meaning that on the 8th of March, collective communication plus individual communication and thoughts are going to be farthest away but aligned with their memories.
That's a nice area. That's hard.
They're going to be farthest away from the memories but aligned with their memories and more closer to infinity. They're going to be farthest away from memories but aligned. And then they're going to be more close to infinity and divine truth. So now that the way people will be communicating on 8th of March is going to be very close to divine truth. It's going to be very close to infinite truth. This is the best time to view collective communication and individual thoughts or individual analysis, how people analyze themselves at an individual level. And this time I would advise you be even on watch news. Okay, news, I don't know whether they're peddling the correct news, but just watch communication from collective and also watch how yourself is communicating to you on 8th of March, because this will be the best time to view collective communication and individual thoughts because they are naked.
How busy it was the day before for the
They are on 8th of March.
So sad.
thoughts are going to be very naked, not backed by what somebody read or somebody studied somewhere. It's just going to come infinitely from the infinite realm. Reality is going to be, reality of thought, reality of communication is going to be exposed. It's going to be exposed and be seen in its naked form. On this day, pay attention, and you will know where the world and individuals truly are without interference from what they have been intentionally fed. It will be easy to see the liars and the truth tellers.
Over there.
On this day, you will be able to see the liars will just be lying. You know, the way somebody comes with a thought online or maybe on TikTok, and you just know they're lying. Because, you know, there's contrary information. It is further away from memory. You know the truth, and so you'll be able to know the liars and the truth tellers. So kindly pay attention on that particular day. Another thing that I want to mention is that March is identical in numerology with February. So how the February was is how your March is going to be. Now your February was at a lower octave. March is going to be at a higher octave. What February did to you, March is going to elevate it. It's going to make it even bigger. So if you suffered in February, March is going to make you suffer. If you did not suffer in February, March is going to make you happier. Now, 14th March 2025 is a full moon that causes a total lunar eclipse. 14th March 2025 is a full moon. And that is going to be a total lunar eclipse. This is very important, babies. My babies, listen. On the 12th of February was a cold moon that marked the complete end of the year 2024. Now this 12th February full moon killed all the energies that no longer served both the collective and individual level. It killed all the energy that did not deserve to make it into 2025. So on the 12th of February full moon, the villains to the collective consciousness were wiped out in a bid for us to remain clean for the start of a new year. What happened on the 12th February? If you did not master it, guys, if your eyes are still not seeing this particular thing, just hold on, you will see them as we go. Maybe your eyes is not open so much. But let me tell you, on the 12th of February, that full moon that passed, everything was killed, even in you. There are certain energies in you that were not serving you. There are certain energies in you that were not good for you. They were not good for your expansion. They were not good for your spring. They were removed from you and also from the collective consciousness. So guess what? On the 14th of March, we have another full moon that is the exact opposite. Now this full moon that is coming on the 14th of March, for men, the new year starts at equinox. But for women, the new year starts at the full moon of March, which is going to be the 14th. What are you saying, baby?
If I still work now, I guess I would have had to find a balance.
When we're saying I got my sudden period.
It's tough.
So on the 14th of March, we are going to be having a full moon that is going to be warm. It is going to be the opposite of the cold moon that was killing everything in the February. Now this March moon is going to be growing everything. On 14th March, this is the new year for women. Right? Listen to me. Women have a new year before men. The full moon of March is usually the new year of women. While the equinox now comes to the new year for everybody, including the male species, of which everybody is the male species. So men, they come later, women come early. So now, unlike the February full moon, the March full moon is warm and spring oriented. Yes, somebody is asking, is the 14th March when women should do their New Year resolutions and manifestation? Oh, exactly. That's now when your year begins. But for men, not yet. Men, their year begins at equinox. Women, their year begins at the equinox. So now, this full moon of March 14th is total lunar eclipse because intuition is going to be moving into the shadow of reality, causing intuition to be darkened and more important. Intuition is going to be dark.
Okay, I've never been.
Remember, intuition.
So some people yell at me and say it's glamping because I have a full-size mattress, kitchen.
What does that mean?
That's perfect.
When the moon or another intuition illuminates
So some
the
people
things,
call it camping.
this is when the moon, remember, this is when the moon
That's what you want to
or
do.
rather intuition is going to illuminate the things that are hidden in the shadows of reality as a collective and also as an individual. Anything that is hidden in the shadows of your reality is going to be turned upside down with this particular lunar eclipse.
Where's the camper?
This will trigger massive transformation, massive awakening, bringing out hidden truths in the collective psyche and individual psyche in readiness for a new beginning at equilibrium. Remember, lunar eclipse happens only once after 6 months. So this lunar eclipse is a reflective period. It is going to be a transformative full moon.
It's always more physical.
That's so nice.
But I tell you, it is going to be a transformative full moon. It is going to be really
First of all, I don't drink beer when I get
everything that was left unturned in the February full moon
we're swimming.
is going to return in the March. In order to prepare you to transform fully.
So,
to start the new.
I have printed copies of the schedule yet, but our
Now,
kids are in
on,
two
have you
different
comprehended that? Because I feel like that is the most important. The moons are the most important for women. These other ones that I'm saying are just, let's just say it.
Yeah. Is that the final copy?
Dion Forever is asking,
That's what it is right now.
how do you prepare at the end of the day when intuition is coming? Just be in the mood. Be in the, of which you know what always you read. You know what February was all about. Now, March is bringing a lot of authenticity. If you're not authentic, you're going to suffer in March so much. Especially in March 2025. Because remember how many cycles are being broken. Remember, we are moving together in the collective consciousness. People are waking up at supersonic speed. If you want to save yourself, turn into authenticity.
See your hair so strong.
If you want to save yourself, just be authentic.
Had her 70.
It's good for you.
What did she wear?
You want to see? Being fake if it will not work, and fake things are being exposed at the supersonic speed. It is not your enemies that are exposing you. The universe is aligning for fake to fall. Because remember, fake, anything that is fake means that it is a fake society. Fake asar. And remember now we're cultivating authentic asar. You will not manage. You will not manage if you are a liar, if you are hiding things, you are lying. It will just come out. Remember, vengeance is the law. When the Lord says this truth is going to come out today, nobody will expose you. It will be exposed in other people's
Because I kept saying,
people will
Mom,
just
she kept saying, Mom.
I said, what more? Without anybody standing and saying that, oh, I think so and so and so and so and so and so. You will be seen by how you speak, by how you walk, by how you write. Even this on social media will be filled. People won't be here.
Oh, really?
The people will be posting, hey, I'm so happy I am in Diani. But the picture is saying, I'm suffering. I'm suffering. So those are the things that you need to look out for. Always remember that vengeance is the Lord. Don't stand up to be to revenge on people. The planets are working, and they will expose everything that needs to be exposed in due time. So the chosen ones remain still. Stay still, and your battles will be fought. And I'm telling you, let me just continue, is when you will see what I'm talking about here, because we're still talking about this particular energy. On the 20th of March, 2025, equinox. What is equinox? Equalizer. Equinox is the equalizer. It is from equinox that humans became bipedal. It is from equinox that the nilotics were born. So now equinox occurs when the sun, which is memories, shines directly on the equator. The judge. So now judgment is coming. When we sit at equinox now know that all that was revealed. Also remember, my spiritual people, intuition comes before memory, and this is what I'm telling you, women come before men. The full moon opens up for women, but remember to stay in Wakanda energy, because everything that will be revealed to you in the full moon of 14, you will not see it in the environment until equinox. Now that is when memories now are coming. The memories of the things that were revealed. Women, you will know before everybody else knows. Women always know before anybody else knows. So now, equinox occurs when the sun, which is memories, shine directly on the equator. Equator is the judge, the equalizer, the Sobek energy. Now, as it crosses, the sun shines directly on the equator as it crosses from hell into heaven. Let's start again. Equinox occurs, and this equinox is going to occur when the sun, which is memory, shines directly on the equator, which is the judge, as it crosses from hell into heaven for those that live respecting their inner authority daily. That equinox is going to cross from hell into heaven for people who respect their inner authority. If you're somebody who you've been respecting your inner authority, you've been in hell since September. Since September to now, you've been in hell. What is hell? Temptations. You've been having temptation. Go this direction, go this direction. So you've been in an exam period. That is hell. So now, equinox is going to occur when the sun shines directly on the equator as it crosses from hell into heaven for those who live respecting their inner authority daily. While equinox will be crossing from heaven into hell for those that live disrespecting their inner authority daily. Those that live their lives respecting their inner authority daily have been in a dodging temptation period since last year, September. And this 20th of March equinox is coming to introduce them into heaven after winning, after not falling into temptation. And the women will feel the onset of that heaven on 14th full moon, while the men will feel the onset of that heaven from 20th of the equinox. Now those that live their life disrespecting their inner authority have been in heaven. Then they've been in heaven when the chosen ones, when people who respect their inner authorities are in hell, dodging temptation. The people who disrespect their inner authority are happy because those temptations to them is bread. Those temptations to them is daily bread. They are eating it. They are eating it. It is their heaven. And so therefore those that live their lives disrespecting their inner authority have been in heaven since last year, September, falling successfully into temptation. And the 20th March equinox is coming to introduce them to hell. That's what is coming to happen. So just know, and you can already feel, you can already tell. If you've been enjoying falling into all temptations, slander, doing all manner of things, making decisions without thinking, being haughty all over the place, then just know that you've been in heaven. And that your heaven has been hell for people who obey their inner authority. Because when you obey your inner authority, what is happening on the outside tempts you to fall into sin. While what is happening on the inside tells you, stay still, don't respond, don't act, don't make that decision. Just retract, do this. So that has been difficult for the people who obey their inner authority. And your heaven is coming. While people who disrespect their inner authority, people, the disrespectful junkies, their inner authorities were telling them, just leave that person alone. Just don't do this. Don't make that decision. Just stay away from that. But they were disrespectful. And they were going for it. They were falling into all temptations. So if you are falling into all temptations, your hell is coming. Your result is coming. If you are dodging all temptations, then your heaven is coming. You won. On the 29th of March 2025, this is the end of March, new moon, and that new moon is going to cause a partial solar eclipse. So I want you to notice, in March it's going to be hot. We have a a lunar eclipse in the middle of the month, and at the end of the month we have a solar eclipse. Though it is partial, but it's a solar eclipse. Thank God I didn't go to my ex. Beautiful. Because now you're going to come into a new, probably new relationship, or probably a new relationship with yourself. Things are going to start springing. Things are going to start springing for you in order for you to see another direction to move towards. Now, 29th of March 2025, new moon is causing a partial solar eclipse. New moon occurs when intuition and memory are on the same side of reality, making intuition be overtaken by the sun, hence invisible. I've always told you what happens during the new moon. Now, a solar eclipse occurs during the new moon. You know, people, there's no ancestral, there's no infinite coverage, there's no veil. So now, a solar eclipse occurs when intuition passes between truth and memory. There's going to be an intuition that is passing in between truth and memory, thereby intuition blocking the view of reality from certain parts of memory. In this case, partially, when in other cases, totally. During the 29th new moon, the partial solar eclipse will prevent reality from being fully visible. Unlike in other new moons, where reality is usually just fully visible. So now, during this particular partial solar eclipse, the intuition is going to prevent reality from being fully visible. So still, when you look at people, they will not be truly what they truly are. Or which that is going to be beneficial to the people who just entered heaven in the equinox. So people who entered heaven in the equinox, they're going to be veiled towards the end of the month. You will not see them for what they truly are. It will not be easy to attack. And this is going to affect mostly Greenland, Northern Europe, North Russia, and Canada. And remember, people who are, let me say, put it clean on a clean slate so that you know. This solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse that is going to happen. Remember, in the equinox, some people are going to start their heaven.